If you're a parent or even a teenager, this might feel completely unrealistic, but the fact that it's unrealistic doesn't mean it wouldn't be more skillful or better. Teenage parent conflicts suck. If you've ever been a teenager, or if you are one, if you've ever been a parent, or you are one, you know exactly what I am talking about. Today we're going to look at some clips from Ladybird where we see Ladybird and Mom having some conversations that probably seem pretty familiar to many of us. And I'll offer some advice on how we can make this just a little less painful and a little more edifying for all involved.
I wish I could live through something.
Aren't you?
Nope. The only exciting thing about 2002 is that it's a palindrome.
Okay, fine. Well, yours is the worst life of all, so you win.
Oh, so now you're mad?
No, it's
because
just you're
I
being
wanted
ridiculous
to listen to
because you
music.
have a great life.
I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
No one's asking.
Okay, so already this is so classic and so ridiculous, right? Ladybird making this broad statement, right? I wish I had an interesting life. But then Mom, with her completely dismissive face, takes it and makes it worse and says, oh yeah, you have the worst life ever. And already what we can see are like two ships passing in the night. They're stuck in the car together, but they seem to have actually no real connection, no real listening. And yet if we were measuring the emotion and the feeling, it's deeply connected and really stuck.
No one's asking you to be perfect. Just consider it would do.
I don't even want to go to school in this state anyway. I hate California. I want to go to the East Coast.
Your dad and I will barely be able to afford in-state tuition.
There are loans,
Your brother,
scholarships.
your very smart brother, he can't.
Okay, so let's stop here, right? Because what is classic about this is that so far, what we see is two people who are making sounds and talking, and nobody is listening. And what's painful about this, and I think that's so often found in a teenage parent relationship, is how invisible both of them are to each other, right? When I look at this from a mediation perspective, what I see is a teenage daughter who desperately wants to be seen for who she is. Somebody who wants excitement and creativity and learning. And then what I see is a mom who wants to feel appreciated, who wants to feel valued, who wants to have her daughter understand how much sacrifice she has made for her daughter. And none of that is seen here, right? So we have two people speaking, nobody listening, and this deeply held common interest, which is to be seen, completely unmet. So typical probably if you're a teenager listening to this and feeling that that's how your parents treat you. And probably also the same if you're a parent.
He can't even find a job.
He and Shelley work. They have
They
jobs.
bag at the grocery store. That is not a career, and they went to Berkeley. Your father's company is laying off people right and left. Did you even know that? No, of course you don't, because you don't think about anybody but yourself.
Okay, so let's add to this now. What we see is making accusations about the other person, right? You're completely self-centered, probably from Ladybird. You don't care about anything that's important to me. So amplifying that sense of I'm invisible, but one of the things we see, right, when people feel unseen, when people feel unheard, it's called an emotional translation. So instead of what Mom should do here is to say, when you say this, here's how it makes me feel. It makes me feel sad, unseen, and unappreciated. And I'm not sure what to do with that, right? That's what she should do. Instead, she takes that set of emotions, that sadness, that feeling of unappreciation, that sense of loss, and she translates it into an attribution. You, dear Ladybird, are completely self-absorbed. The other thing I want to note here, really, really common in these parent-teenage tussles, is a dynamic called switch tracking. One moment we're talking about, I think, whether Ladybird is going to be able to have an education outside of the state, whether she's going to be able to explore things that are interesting to her. And now in another moment, we're on this completely unrelated conversation about what's happening with her brother and what's happening with her father. So I don't even know what the conversation is about. I suspect, nor do Ladybird or her mom.
An immaculate heart is already a luxury.
Immaculate fart. You wanted that, not me.
Miguel saw someone knifed in front of him at Sac High. Is that what you want? So you're telling me that you want to see somebody knifed right in front of you?
He barely saw that. I want to go where culture is, like
how in
New
the world
York,
did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live.
So now classic example of literally no listening is both characters are talking in soliloquy, in monologue at the same time. Ears not required.
In the
Get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Mom.
You can't even pass.
And again, notice this translation here, right? Mom, who's feeling unappreciated for whatever sacrifice she made to send her daughter to Immaculate Heart, is going to now throw it in her daughter's face and saying, you're not even smart enough to get into good schools. And you could see the sting in Ladybird's face. So again, what would we do from a more skillful way of having this conversation, right? Mom would slow this down, actually do some active listening, and say, wow, it sounds like you're not feeling fulfilled and satisfied at Immaculate Heart. And it sounds like you really would like to go to school elsewhere. I want to hear more about that. And I also want to talk with you about some of the concerns that I have and get your reaction. Now, if you're a parent or even a teenager, this might feel completely unrealistic, but the fact that it's unrealistic doesn't mean it wouldn't be more skillful or better. When I say a better outcome, I mean that there's a higher chance that Ladybird gets what she really wants and needs in this conversation, and so does Mom. That Mom gets the appreciation that she clearly isn't feeling here, and that Ladybird gets the acknowledgement of feeling seen for the unique and special person with diverse interests and an artistic heart that she needs.
Pass your driver's test.
Because you wouldn't let me practice
The way
enough.
that you work, or the way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine.
My name is Ladybird.
Well, actually, it's not, and it's ridiculous.
Call me
because your name
Ladybird
is
like
Christine.
you said you would.
You should just go to City College, with your...
Okay, so let's just stop. So again, right, I mean, this is just doubling down on the invisibility. Ladybird is saying, this is what I want to be called. This is who I think of as myself. And Mom is saying, no, that's not who you are. You're going to be who we said you're going to be. And so the conflict feels so zero-sum. And from a mediation perspective, really sad. Because you can see these ways in which both sides want something, which is to be appreciated and acknowledged and seen. And that desire is so loud that they can't hear the need for the other.
With your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Okay, yeah, so great, right? It's so classic because what Ladybird is saying here is, I don't even know what to do to make you react and see me. So the thing that I'm gonna do is just open the door and jump out of this car. And those of you who are parents, like literally, that is probably part of what your kid is doing. If you think your kid is acting in ways to purposely upset you, chances are what they're probably doing is trying to be seen. Oh, and teenagers, right? If you're watching this and you're just exhausted by the way in which your parents are not giving you the least bit of trust, the least bit of autonomy, maybe what's being missed here is that they want to be seen and recognized for all the hard work that they've put into bringing you to where you are now. So this is a situation that may feel zero-sum and confrontational, and yet it's a better conversation waiting to happen. So we were going to look at more than one clip, and there's some other really good Ladybird ones. So in the comments below, if you want to see them, please let me know. I'd also love to get your ideas for other clips that you'd like me to break down. Also, please don't forget to like this video, ring the bell for notifications, and if you haven't already, I'd be super grateful if you would make me feel seen by subscribing to this channel. If you want to learn more on how to stay tight in a hard family negotiation, watch this next video on quiet quitting your family. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, you don't want to quit watching. Keep watching. Click, click.